Hello student, my name is Bhagyadeep Kanal from Alger Institute of Engineering and Technology. So welcome to my online lecture series of refrigeration and air conditioning subject. Today I will discuss psychometric process. Okay, so in before lectures we already discussed two psychometric process like sensible cooling and sensible heating. So today in this lecture we discuss humidification and dehumidification process, method for obtaining humidification and dehumidification process, and cooling and dehumidification process. So let's start humidification and dehumidification. First of all, let's what is the meaning of humidification and dehumidification? So humidification is nothing but to aid a water content or water vapor content or moisture in the atmospheric air, and dehumidification is that in atmospheric air dehumidified. To dehumidified means to reject or remove water vapor particles from air. So addition of moisture to air without changing its dry bulb temperature is known as humidification process. We already seen in the sensible heating definition. Sensible heating means to increase dry bulb temperature without changing humidity or specific humidity, or without changing moisture of air, without adding or removing moisture air. That is the sensible heating. But here addition of moisture to the air without changing its dry bulb temperature is known as a humidification process. Similarly, removal of moisture from the air without changing its dry bulb temperature is known as a dehumidification process. Just we can say like W1, if W1 is increases or W increases without changing dry bulb temperature, that is a constant, is known as a humidification process. If W decreases, small w means humidity, and dry bulb temperature is constant, that means this is known as a dehumidification. Okay, it is known as a dehumidification process. Okay. So this is the dehumidification process shown in the psychometric chart. This is 1 to 2. This is point number 1, and point number 2, 1 to 2 process. This is a 1 to 2 process. Point 1 and point 2. Here dry bulb temperature is constant. dBT is a constant, and W1 W2 is equals, here W2, this is increasing order W1. So W1 W2 increases, enthalpy increases, H1 to H2. But here, how to enthalpy increase? What is the role of enthalpy increases? Why enthalpy is increases without changing its dry bulb temperature? That means here latent heat concept are introduced, because without changing of temperature, if enthalpy is increases, that is known as a latent heat. Because if you humidity increases, specific humidity increases, so W2 minus W1 is equals to H2 minus H1. That is also we can write latent heat. Okay, so this is our humidification process. Similarly, this is reverse of this one, 1 to 2 from top to bottom, and this is H1, this is our H2. So here decreases W1, W2, so W2 is less than W2, that means dehumidification process, that is dehumidification process. But temperature is constant, that means here latent heat concept are introduced. Okay, so the change in enthalpy per kg of dry air, that is how much amount of enthalpy changes due to increase in moisture content, is equal to W2 minus W1 kg or per kg of dry air, is considered to cause of latent heat transfer. So cause of latent heat transfer, just remember humidity increases is due to latent heat transfer. Okay, so similarly for dehumidification, the above equation may written as latent heat is equals to H1 minus H2 is equals to HFG. What is HFG? HFG is a latent heat at weight reason, that is a W2 minus W2. So method of obtaining humidification and dehumidification. Method of obtaining humidification and dehumidification, that is meaning is how do we obtain humidification and dehumidification in air conditioning system. So let's first we discuss about for humidification, how to obtain humidification method. First method is a direct method, that is in this method the water is sprayed in the highly atomized state into the room to be air conditioner. This method of obtaining humidification is not very effective. That means water vapor in form of spray, because we use if nozzle at the water outlet, so this is water particles in form of atomized and this mixed with the dry air, so that air is humidified, but this method is not effective method. Next is indirect method. In this method the water is introduced into air, the water is introduced into the air in the air conditioning plant, with the help of an air washer. For indirect method, for obtaining humidification, we use one device, that is an air washer. How to this air washer is work? Now let's start. This is the component of air conditioning system. This is our air. This is of temperature, like suppose T1 temperature, or we can the hot air or air, which is comes inside this chamber. Eliminator plate means this eliminate the dust particle or etc. Okay, and we can say it guides the air. Now this is the our sump. In this sump makeup water is stored. Okay, from this pump water is supplied from top portion with the help of nozzle. So in the nozzle water comes in the spray form or now spray form. This spray form water is in contact with this air, so if this air is heated or colded air, so latent heat is transferred, heat is transferred to this water, and the water gets heat from this air. That's why it converted into the vapor particles. This water converted into the water vapor particle and mix with the air, and after then we obtain humidified air. That's why we use here heating and cooling coil. According to purpose we use heating and cooling coil. Okay, so similarly if we want to dehumidification process, same this air washer is used, but the temperature of this spray water is higher than this air coming into this chambers in air washer. Okay, next for dehumidification, it is done with the help of an air washer. We already explained in previous slide, or by using of chemical. Okay, next chemical method is also used for dehumidification method. In this air washer system, outside entering air is cooled below its dew point temperature. Just remember this point: outside or entering air which comes from outside cooled below its DPT. So that is it loses its moisture by condensation. Similar like in air conditioning system, AC removes some water at outlet, that's a condensation of water vapor. We already seen in the AC, one pipeline is given from outside, okay, from indoor to outside, and here we put some vessels, so water is stored here. So what is this water? This water is nothing but the mass of water vapor particle which is condensed, because the temperature of coil is below dew point temperature of entering air, which is warm air which comes into the air. So temperature of this coil we put like a dew point temperature of entering. That's why it converted into the water vapor particle. So we obtain dehumidified air. Dehumidification may also be achieved by chemical which have the capacity to absorb moisture. Two types of chemical known as absorbent, such as calcium chloride, and adsorbent, that is such as silica gel and activated alumina, are commonly used for this purpose. So what is this process, chemical process? Like, so we put like a just bed. This is our absorbent bed, or we can say, so if air is a moisture, air is coming and contact with this bed. So what this bed is done, it absorb moisture from this air. Because of the absorbent like a calcium chloride or silica gel is activated alumina etc. So it absorb moisture particle from the entering air and gives the dehumidified air. This is the function of chemical dehumidification process. Chemical dehumidification process. Sensible heat factor. This is a new term, sensible heat factor. Sensible heat factor is nothing but it is the ratio of sensible heat to the total heat. Total heat. Sensible. It is the ratio of sensible heat to the total heat. Okay. To the total heat. What is total heat? Sensible heat upon sensible heat plus latent heat. Suppose any process take like this 1 to 2 process, that means it considered two types of it. It is latent heat and this is a sensible heat. So this is our 3 point, there's a 3 and this is a 1 point and this is a 2 point. So what is the enthalpy? Total enthalpy, that is the H1 minus H2. What is the sensible heating? That is this one is the sensible. This is sensible heating. This is due to sensible heating and this is due to 2 to 3 is due to so the ratio of sensible heat to the total heat known as a sensible heat factor. So sensible heat factor is SH divided by SH plus LH. Okay. Now next process is cooling and dehumidification process. This process is generally used in summer air conditioning to cool and dehumidify the air. The very important process, that is the cooling and dehumidification. Because of this process is used in a summer air conditioning system. The air is passed over the cooling coil or through the cold water spray. So how to draw this diagram? Because cooling process is cooling. Okay, process is cooling means tribal temperature decreases, and dehumidification also. Dehumidification means W, relative humidity, W, that means specific humidity decreases. Is both the parameter are decreased. So both parameters are shown in this chart like this. This is over the chart. Okay. So if process 1 to 2, this is 1 and this is the 2 point. So this is the temperature is a TD1. This is the temperature TD2. Okay, so here W1 and here is W2. So at point number 1, this is a W1. At point number 2, this is a W2. So here specific humidity decreases and here temperature decreases. That's why this process is known as the cooling and dehumidification process. 1 to 2. In this diagram also showing 1 to 2. So here two types of heat are introduced, that is a 1 to 2. This is a 1 to 2. This is known as a latent heat, due to latent heat. That means dehumidification is due to latent heat decreases, and this point suppose we known as 3 point. 3 to 2, this is our sensible heat. So how to calculate the total heat? This is a H1 and this is our H2, and this point of enthalpy is equals to H3. So in this diagram, this is our H1, this is our written as A point, there is HA, and this is 2H2. And what is 4 point? First of all, what is 4 point? So 4 point is nothing but this is a ADP. Just one term is introduced here, ADP. ADP is nothing but apparatus dew point temperature, or we can say just coil temperature or coil temperature. Or ADP is generally in a cooling. Okay, so like this is our coil, the temperature is ADP, or we can say TD4, or air which is entering into the contacting with this coil. This is TD1, and after that this is TD2. So here we can also write bypass factor. If total air is not contact with the coil, we also can write bypass factor for this one. Okay. So total heat removed from the air during the cooling and dehumidification is Q is equals to H1 minus H2 is equals to what H1 minus H2, we can write H1 minus HA plus HA minus H2. What is H1 minus HA? That is a latent heat. H1 minus H2. This is our latent heat concept. And HA minus H2. HA minus H2. This is our the sensible heat. So this is summation is known as a total heat Q. Okay. Next is bypass factor for this coil. So we already have now in previous we have explained bypass factor for this one. TD2, TD4. TD4 is written as ADP. What is ADP? ADP is nothing but the apprentice dew point temperature, or we can say a coil temperature. So bypass factor for the cooling and dehumidification process is TD2 minus TD4 divided by TD1 minus TD4. Thank you so much.